time for the Pucking Around podcast. Puck around and find out. Hey everybody, it's the Pucking Around crew, and guess what? Tonight we're gonna puck around with your heads. So we're talking Central Division. Last week we did the Pacific Division, so you saw last week. What we're gonna do is we're gonna break down basically their off-season moves, what we thought about all that, and predictions for how they finish next season. That's basically what we're gonna do. I don't know where we're going to sidetrack to, but we always do. So I'm doing that with my co-hosts over here. Those three, on that side.
I like do it, Rick. I believe in you.
I like to call them the Three Stooges. They don't like that. It's the Boston Three. On top of me there is Matt Norton. Co-host on Talking Habs. That side. That guy over there, he's complaining tonight too a lot. That's Cam Sakarzik.
What's up, everybody?
And then over there on my other side, over there. If you go far enough over there, it'll reach around.
Yeah, if you point that way, go all the way around the world.
A reach around. Alex wants a reach around. That's what he said.
Oh, God.
And Roy's yawning is contagious.
All right, let's get serious. We're going to talk about the Central Division, hence the title of this, Central Intelligence. Problem is, I don't know how much intelligence
the lack thereof
over here. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out tonight. How we're gonna break this down now. We're gonna start with the bottom. We're gonna go with how they finished last season and start from the bottom, work our way up to the top. And after we talk about a team, we're gonna give you our predictions for where they'll finish this upcoming season. And to lead us into that, I'm gonna ask Mr. Cam over there to get us started.
Cool. Yeah, thanks, Rick. Happy to be here. Yeah, the irony behind the name, Central Intelligence, or in our case, the lack thereof.
Lack thereof.
Yeah, some preparation.
Well, for you guys.
We'll see. Yeah, you're prepared, Rick. Sorry, you're prepared. Always prepared. Papa Bald, Rick. All right, let's go. No, we're going to start with Chicago. They're interesting. They made some good moves, I mean, they have Bedard, right? That last year was, last year, suffice it to say, it was a very disappointing finish after all their success in the 2010s. I guess as Chicago Blackhawks fans, you have had to seen something like this coming. You needed a hard rebuild with the losses of Taves, Kane, Keith, and all of the big guys, Brent Seabrook, from your 2010 roster. I don't know. I like the moves they did. I think they still need a lot of work, and it's still going to be quite some time. I mean, look at them.
They're definitely looking better, though.
For sure. At least on the offensive end of things. I mean, look at who they acquired. They got Tyler Bertuzzi. They got Teuvo Teravainen, as their top line to kind of help them out with Connor Bedard, and that moves, Taylor Hall down a little bit. They have Ilya Mikheyev, who's a good depth piece. On defense, I mean, they got TJ Brody. I guess that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. And they got Alec Martinez, but I thought he was done playing.
No, he's still been playing, but I think he got relegated to third line minutes
for sure.
In Vegas. And they also extended Athanasiou, I think. I think he got a contract extension as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't remember, but listen, good.
Yeah,
good,
I saw that. I mean, it was good.
Said, good additions there, right?
It's a respectable top around. I'll say that for sure.
Till they can get those permanently talented pieces in with Bedard, this is a better lineup than last year.
I'll say this: you no longer have to play Nick Foligno on the first line, which is a travesty.
Oh,
no disrespect to Nick Foligno,
Woo!
But he is.
No, I love that man. I love that man's personality. I really, really do. Oh, he's so awesome. Oh my God. I shook his hand at the Boston Winter Classic when he was here. Oh, love him.
I would trust you around him.
He just heads nowhere near the first line. That's all.
Yeah, not anymore anyway. Not anymore. I think he's definitely far past that. But I think he's still good depth piece. Oh my goodness, can't speak English today. Depth piece for them. The depth piece. Suffering fucking time.
All right, Sylvester.
Yeah. But none of these moves, I'd say, really move the needle for me. Bertuzzi's been hopping around every original 6 team. So I think he's just on a tour at this point. And I think but a good pickup nonetheless. I think Teuvo was a good pickup too. I mean, I think
back 9 of his career, but he can still be serviceable at least to this top.
Yeah,
6
I think it's just
Bedard.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's all centric around Bedard, right?
And
if
now
we
you
look
get
at
Taylor Hall back from injury.
We're trying to get better players around the kid, better hockey. Like it's a better team. It's not going to be the team that's going to win them a cup, that's for sure.
No,
but
they also got Craig Smith.
Still a mess.
It's that first like on the road to in the rebuild. They're in a rebuild. There's no doubt, right?
They also got Craig Smith too, which is a good bottom 6 guy, a big body, veteran, and so I think they're adding some good pieces, but nothing that necessarily moves the dial or speeds up their rebuild process.
But of course, they're in a rebuild, so second year, right? You got to say this is probably second year of the rebuild.
Yep.
So they don't really.
It's more than that.
They don't really need. Well, of this.
Maybe
since they got Bedard. Since they got Bedard.
The Bedard era, we'll call it.
Yeah, in the Bedard era. So, as far as from one year to the next, this is an upgrade, and Bedard will have better numbers. Like, it'll be better all around. It's not going to be where they're going to end up, but I like them. I like the pieces they got in there.
And they're still going to have money too. I think that's going to be the big key piece, is that they need to retain some money, because what was they have Nazar? Was it is it Nazar?
Nazar,
yeah. And I mean, they have a lot of young and up and coming talent. I think Korchinski is still one of their top defensive prospects.
Yeah. He's on the second pairing here, so yeah, Korchinski.
Yeah, and I think there's another couple defensemen that are up and coming, right? Am I not mistaken?
They drafted Lev Shanov, so you got Lev Shanov.
Yeah. You got your number 1 D man of the future.
And
he's got another year. I think what does he go to Michigan State? I want to say.
There's also another young defenseman. I don't know his name, but there's another one.
They didn't get Dickinson, did they?
No, that was San Jose.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I still think Chicago is going to be okay. I think, and Alex and I talked about it on the Sin Bin, they need to get out of the Seth Jones contract for sure. That they need to find a way to somehow move the needle on that and get him out. That's legitimately an anchor. They still, I mean, for me, Chicago still has holes on defense.
That D-core is still terrible right now. Offensively, they definitely improved. They're not going to be anywhere near the bottom of the league in goal scoring. It'll be respectable. I think Chicago is going to take steps forward. I could see them in the 70-ish point range this year. I don't think they're going to be
the bottom
dweller everyone thinks they are going to be. I think they'll be high 60s maybe at worst.
They had 52 points last year, didn't they?
They'll be more than that.
I don't think but I don't think they're going to get 18 points more.
Yeah, I think they might.
Look at Vlasic, Martinez, Brody. Like, these are ancient guys.
Yeah, no, for sure. They're going to be being in a lot. If they're going to win, it's going to be 5-4.
And then it's Mrazek and Laurent Brossoit in that, which is better, I think, than what they had last. But I mean, they're not going to win much.
No, I still have them as the bottom 5.
They're still going to be coming up the caboose end of that division.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe low 70s is a tad high. I'll put a mid 60s. Now, you guys, when we bring everything into perspective, they'll be better though for sure.
They're going to be coming up the caboose.
I got them at 60 points.
Sorry, Matt. I'm sorry. Did you just use the term?
I'll say 66.
Yeah, you can bring up the rear of the division. Like they're still rebuilding.
Yeah, they're going to be.
I agree. They're going to score some more goals. They'll win a couple more games, but they're not.
That's about it. A few more games.
That's about their ceiling. It's going to be another Kakafupu year.
60 points. That's what I got.
I got their ceiling at 65 points. They might steal a game or two off of Bedard's back, maybe. But if you notice on that team, though, a lot of left-handed shooters. They kind of need to even that out a little bit.
I think it's the opposite. Montreal's got a lot of right-handed shots.
So does Boston. Boston has a lot of right-hand shooters. I don't know. I think they did okay in the offseason in terms of Chicago. I understand why they didn't want to go a little bit more. But they definitely didn't do enough to improve the team to sniff the playoffs or anything like that. So,
well, no.
Yeah, I have them. I have them bottom 5.
How many rebuilding teams early in the rebuild? The next season it's the changes.
No, hardly. You're right. Hardly
better.
Ever.
That's mildly better. I think that's what they should be shooting for.
Yeah, no, you're
trying
absolutely
to draft, right, and trying to build through the draft. Building through the draft is not getting that much better. That next season is just slowly doing that. So
no, but in looking at everything in totality, right? I'm just trying to assess, like, okay, could they have done enough to maybe they could kind of elevate themselves? Even, some rebuilding teams might attempt to do that, or they might just get there off of dumb luck. Montreal in 2020, 2021. Sorry, I was off by a year.
It's a dumb thing to say at all, but hey, me and Matt agree with that.
Some teams are able to sniff it. I don't think they did enough to even come close to that, and I think the fans are okay with that, and I think they should be okay with that.
They should be okay with that.
They're the minimum of at least another 2 seasons. They're going to suck again this year. They're going to suck again next year.
Right. And the year after that, too, probably.
I could see them be pushing for a playoff spot, but it will not be these next 2 seasons.
Well, they have tradable assets in the form of Taylor Hall for this year. I mean, they can move him, easy. If he stays healthy, which as of late has been difficult for Taylor Hall. I will admit that, but that's a movable contract because they'll eat half, and it's his last year. They could move Bertuzzi, but I don't know if he has an NMC. I wouldn't move Bertuzzi or Teuvo, but they do have some pieces of which they can move. I think they could move Taylor Radish. They do have some pieces that they can get rid of if they.
I apologize. Athanasiou did not get a contract extension. I was thinking of someone else. My apologies on that.
Mm-hmm.
But he did. It was not him.
And I can't remember who else. But
I thought someone on that team got a contract extension.
I'm not sure.
Who though?
I know someone did, but I can't put a finger on it who it was. But anyway, besides the point, that Chicago, one thing interesting enough, they don't have a forward locked in past 2027, 28. But they when you look at the Blackhawks right now, this is a short-term team. We all know
but that's a good thing. They're a rebuilding team.
Yeah, and that's good. You can collect these guys at least. The whole point of this is to collect these guys to develop around Bedard, let him elevate his game until the next wave comes in.
Exactly.
He's, in my opinion, their future 2C. Leshinov is probably their future 1D. They've got a few guys coming up soon. Those are 2 big staples of the future of Chicago. Now,
it's got to keep adding pieces. A little bit at a time.
I agree with Cam. I think moving Taylor Hall should be priority number 1 of the trade deadline for this year.
He's got to prove
it. It probably is. It probably is.
He does. Someone's going to make a move on him. You can use Taylor Hall for $3 million a year, as Cam mentioned, eating half of that contract. So
and they'll do it. They'll do it. I don't know if he's worth a first-round draft pick, but he can get you a second. He could get you a second for sure.
Yeah,
depending on his health, he could get you a second round. He could get you a second-round pick easy.
Plus, there's also
because you got to think they're eating $3 million of that space.
Unless they trade with a team that needs to get to the floor.
Yeah,
that could be it too. It all depends. Depends. But no, I think a lot of left-handed shooters. They need to get some right-handed shooters in there. I'm definitely going to see that lineup be shaken up a little bit. Just looking at Puckpedia and everything like that. That's what Daily Faceoff predicts as their lines. I think they might switch it up a little bit. They still have Lucas Reichel.
Yeah, there's time for moves to happen.
Yeah.
To correct my errors, Alex Vlasic, who got the contract extension. My apologies.
Why?
That is a staple piece of that decor. So that is
that's Vlasic, the other Vlasic's kid.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay, I'm thinking. So I take that back with the defense. There's only 2 ancient guys.
Vlasic's only 23 years old. That kid's
Mark Edward Vlasic is old.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, other Vlasic's old. Alex Vlasic is young. 23-year-old.
Yeah, okay.
Left shot at that, too.
All right, so Chicago finishes on the bottom. I think we all agree.
Yep.
Yeah. I have him at 66 points, last place in the division.
That's where I have him.
And I had him at 60. Matt, what kind of pointage did you give him?
I mean, I think 60 is fair. But they're going to be bringing up the rear in that Central Division.
Yeah,
Maybe another bottom 5 season.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so what's the next team on the list?
Let's talk about Arizona. I'm sorry, no longer Arizona.
No longer.
Sorry. Oh my goodness.
Right, man.
The Utah Hockey Club, the best name since the Washington football team.
Let me go get them.
Absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this.
For a symbol for them.
I'm looking. Just look for the big circle on the right under the wild.
There it is. Utah.
Freaking jerseys.
Utah. Where they love their little boy. No, did I say that? No.
Okay, big dog. Calm down. It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
The Mormons, the Mormons.
Okay, I really wanted that team name to be the Stormin' Mormons. Sorry.
I love that name too.
Utah
it's amazing.
Utah.
I like it, but I was going for the Holy Rollers because that's.
Brian, that name didn't make. I don't even think that made the survey.
I don't know. Imagine having Appa.
I think right now they're between
as your team mascot.
I
would have fought for that.
And the Mountaineers, I think it's between those three.
What would you? I read that it was between
the Sky.
I know the Yeti and the Outlaws are in there. I don't know about.
I know Yeti. I believe it was the Yeti. I think the Blizzard made it, and the Outlaws. I think it's
Blizzard.
Those.
Yes, no, I think.
I like the Outlaws. For me, it's the Outlaws.
No, for me, it's the Yeti. Imagine having that, dude. Give me a big foot.
I don't care if it's on.
Alex, let it die. Holy crap!
Let it die. We already told you it's not a finalist. It's not a finalist.
Never.
It wasn't even on the survey. Didn't even make it.
Wasn't even on the same planet.
It's not even on the right end of the ballot.
That one was on whatever that Mormon planet that they pray to up in the. I don't know.
Here we go.
Utah.
That's where that is.
Here we go.
Here we go.
And that's how Rick got canceled, everybody. That's how Rick got canceled. See you later, Rick.
Anyway, some of the moves they made. The biggest acquisition, I think, is easy to say, is Mikhail Sergachev. They acquired in that trade from Tampa Bay.
Huge.
Massive.
Huge. It was huge.
Yo.
It was a bigly move, a very bigly move by them. That was a bigly defenseman.
There.
No, but speaking of Mikhail Sergachev, did anyone see the guy from Twitter who posted that he just acquired his Tampa Bay Lightning version of Sergachev literally 10 hours before they acquired it? That thing blew up. I felt so bad for that poor guy.
Oh,
I have no idea even what you're talking about.
They also got John Marino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They posted that D-Corp for sure.
Yeah, that defense is looking good. And I like that that young guy they got, the Vladislav Kolyachuk. Is that it? Is that how you pronounce it?
You can do it. I believe in you.
Dude, I'm sorry. Yeah. I like Uso Valimaki. I like that decor. I do. They got Sean Dursey. They got a sick decor. I like it.
That decor looks good. Their biggest acquisition is Sergachev and then the draft in Tijagimla. Drafting Tijagimla, breaking Rick's heart, obviously. But what solid acquisition. He's going to be a first liner for a long time once he hits the NHL. Obviously, he's not playing this year, but fantastic pick for the Utah name redacted.
Yeah, but they also have other players too. Like they have Dylan Gunther. They also have
they still have Logan Cooley. They still
Logan
have
Cooley.
Logan Cooley's going to be a stud.
Austin Krause. Like there's good.
Yeah, they have great talent. They still got
Keller, better left wingers in the league.
Phenomenal job. I think bringing Sergachev in is one of the best moves just of the offseason.
They also have Barrett Hayton. Barrett Hayton's pretty good too. Like, you know what I mean? They have good players.
He's not a number one center though. I mean,
no, but he's a good player. But they also have Nick Schmaltz.
Nick
Schmaltz is a decent center. Like it's you got to make do with what you got. They also have Nick Bukestad. Like they're decent centers. And I mean, I don't know. Do you think Tijagimla starts?
No, he's not going to play this year.
No,
he's there. He's a future first liner though for sure.
Yeah, but I don't think he's not there till maybe the following season.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, I think this is going to be finally they're going to actually
good veteran presence too for the young guys.
Absolutely,
they're penalty killer as well.
And he's an ex-Leaf, so I hate him. But that's okay.
I genuinely think that this team actually went to ownership that gives a crap about its development. So I think you're going to see
Just
Utah
gives a crap in general. Let's be like an ownership group that actually gives a crap.
I feel so bad for the actual Arizona Coyote fans, all 12 of them, that had to witness their team leave the state
and get better.
Now, Cam, there was 15 of them.
Sorry, my bad. 15 and then 300 and like maybe 3,000 college students that didn't know what hockey was. My bad.
They were just looking for a reason to get drunk.
For me, I guess in college I didn't need a reason. I just saw tequila and that was it. That was my thing. No, but in all seriousness, all jokingness aside, I feel bad for the Arizona fans that actually were very loyal to the team, that they wanted to see the development, that they never saw it. They never really had long-term success in the playoffs. It definitely sucks, but I think it's better for the league now that it goes to ownership that actually cares. It increases the parity of the league, and then you have more teams develop. And when you don't have owners like that, it kind of ruins it, right? So I'm kind of excited to see where this team's going.
And less things to laugh at. I mean, there's enough shit that the NHL does that's stupid.
Yeah, look at Buffalo.
There's less teams to laugh at when you see the direction that it seems that Utah is going.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's actually going to be a team that you don't look at as a complete joke, both on and off the ice.
It's laughable enough that they're in Utah. At least they're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's worse spots in Utah. There are worse spots in Utah. I don't think
it's like Arizona.
Location ever. It's better than where they were.
All right. Okay, so listen.
Or Dakota.
Since we did kind of set a time limit, let's get to points. What do you guys think? Where they finish and points for Utah?
I think they finished third from last in the division.
Wow.
So they move up a spot.
Why did you say sixth?
Because I wanted to see your reaction, and you're like, "Wow, third! Holy crap, Cam!"
I was about to go third.
Ready for this? I got them as a wild card team. They're making playoffs.
I
think their
know.
deep core is good enough, and they're my surprise team this year. I got them as a second wild card.
I was about to smoke this, but I want to smoke what you are.
Second wild card. It's a bold prediction.
What's the goalie situation look like?
Listen, good defense can hide mediocre.
Did we look at the defense? No, we did earlier. Right. Okay, goalies. Yeah. Connor Ingram's good goalie.
Yeah, he's respectable.
And Carol, how do you Vomulka? I think that's a decent backup. But Ingram is a good young goalie.
Yeah, but they're not up and coming yet. Like they're up and coming. I'm sorry.
Well,
they are up and coming, but they're not there yet.
No, they're not close yet. I mean, but at least that's a good sign that you're gonna think that Utah might be a good team in a few years.
I think they're gonna be big playoffs. I'm sticking with it. I don't think they're gonna do much there.
That's just you because you're nuts. But besides that,
they're this year's
fine. You can think what you want.
They're this year's Capitals.
I have them in fifth. Yeah, fifth.
Really? That's what I would have them at.
With 89 points. You said
fifth is not a freaking wild card team, you loser.
Fifth is not wild card. What are you talking about?
Yes, it would be. If you're the second wild card, you would be either.
Oh my God, yeah, but you're just no. We're working under the assumption that like 4 teams from each division are making it. I mean, yeah,
right.
Sure.
We're working under that assumption. Come on.
Yeah,
no, you can't accurately predict that. One's going to get 3, one's going to get 5. Sorry, you can't.
Yeah,
you don't know that.
We know, but neither do you.
That's the thing. So neither of us know. So we can all make predictions. So
I can tell you right now, this year, none of those, or this past year, no division had 5 teams enter it. So
yes, they did. The Metropolitan had 5.
The Metropolitan did not have 5 teams in the playoffs this past year. They had 4.
I don't know if I can make this joke, so maybe I shouldn't.
Capitals, Islanders. No, wait a minute. Capitals, Islanders.
No, I'm looking at it right now, Alex. Thank you for playing.
Who was the other team? Who got the first wild card?
You hit bankruptcy, buddy.
Who got the first wild card?
It was the Stars, Preds, Avs, and Jets.
No, in the Metro. Who got the first wild card?
I think
Colorado. No.
I think it was Tampa Bay.
Metro, Rick. Metro.
It was Tampa Bay.
No, it was.
Why are we in the Metro?
Okay,
What the hell?
on that one.
You're confusing Rick, Alex. Look at what you're doing.
Why are you in the Metro division?
So that's why I'm saying, dude, you can't have them at 5th and be like, they're a wild card team. No way, dude.
My point still stands at 3 and 5 can still make it, even if it didn't happen last year.
No, I have them 6th. I do. I don't know.
I got them.
That's where I got them. Their goaltending is just my question, and I think how the offense meshes together is going to be a question. New location too. I think all of that plays.
Matt, where do you have him?
I got him as a second wild card.
I don't have him in the playoffs, but
somewhere out of the playoffs, says Matt.
Probably 5 or 6.
Because Matt is prepared.
Well, because I don't know, it's kind of after Utah, I think it's a little bit tough. Because I think Utah and Minnesota can kind of flip-flop a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, but we're not there yet. We're just talking about Utah. I'm just bugging.
But they'll be out of the playoffs. They'll probably be 5th or 6th in the division. But again, it'll be kind of close.
Hell, who knows? Maybe in 6th place, according to Alex, they can get a wild card spot too.
I said 5th.
I know. I'm mocking you.
Maybe they'll transfer to another team. Okay, points for that. Everybody got points for these guys?
I got them at 80 points, or around between 80 and 87.
92.
89.
Yep, bold. 92.
89. Go bold or go home.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh, 92 points.
Matt, how many points? Like he's gonna have how many points?
Give him 88.
They give him 88. Throw 88. Come on.
We have 89, 88, and I'm called bold with 4 more points at 92 or 3 more, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, because
that's 2 more games. That's assuming
and you crossed it.
Yep.
Or it could be 3 more overtime losses.
Yeah,
okay, we did that one. What's the next team up?
Next team is the Minnesota Wild.
The Minnesota Wild.
The Leafs of the West.
Yeah, it's really starting to look like that. It's pretty.
Except they didn't even make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, they were close. No, well, they were looking like they were gonna try to make a push for it, and then they slumped off. Then St. Louis overtook it, and then it was between Nashville, St. Louis, and then.
Listen, the most exciting thing Minnesota did last year was pulling the net in an overtime game. It worked once; it didn't work the second time.
Nope. Do you know
who do they got?
By the way, did you know if you pull your goaltender in overtime and you lose, you do not get that extra point? Did you know that?
Ballsy.
Yep.
Did you also know if you pull your goaltender often enough, things happen?
They went 1 for 2 on it, but Minnesota this year.
Okay, Minnesota. Look at the lines. Number 1 line: Marco Rossi, Kiprazov, and Zuccarello. Not bad.
Want to mention something about them? They are still eating a lot of dead money.
Yeah, they are.
From those 2 contracts they got from New Jersey.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just the last year they have to deal with it. So they were pretty limited this season because of that.
First line, they're small.
Yeah, they're still eating $14 million this year. Holy, that's so much money. $7 million as Zach Parise and $7 million in Ryan Sutter. Holy crap! Yeah.
Well, sign guys.
That guy should have been fired, buddy. Holy crap!
Hey, you know who ended up doing those contracts? Chuck Fletcher.
Well, good for him, buddy. Good for him. By the way, congratulations to Brock Faber today on signing for $8.5 million.
That's a good deal. I like that deal a lot. I think he's a top pairing guy, 21 years old. Those are the guys I've been adamant about. You lock up to 8-year deals.
Right there.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Money's a tad high, but it'll be worth it. He might pay past.
He's going to be 29. You know, when he turns 29, right? He's going to want a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean,
still worry about that then, though. This is this 8-year contract.
Oh, it's okay when you say worry about that then. All right. Yep.
This 8-year contract is deserved. The next one, not so much probably. But we'll talk about that 8 years.
The only problem is it might be a tad early, right? He only had the 1 big year, right?
Yeah.
But you know what?
There's risk there.
You know what this contract reminds me of? Is the Sanderson one over in Ottawa. Like a guy who you were a little questionable at first, but then proved that he deserved that deal. I think Brock Faber is going to be that. I like his game a lot.
Oh, okay.
I do like Brock Faber.
But this is a lot like Slavkovsky's deal, right? He just 1 year, not even. It was a half a year, proved what he's got. They signed him long term. It's kind of similar to that.
Yeah.
So there's some risk there, and there's some risk with Slav because, it was a short sample size. But, I mean, Faber looks like he's the real deal and deserving of it. And it's not big money when you consider the cap's going up, right? He's 21. It's not like he's going to grow old during this contract.
No, I agree.
No, like I said, he'll be 29 when that contract ends.
The only problem with it I can see is at 21, he could have that sophomore jinx. Is that what it is? The second year jinx?
Yeah, but they're allowed that. People are allowed that.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, he's 21. He could have that. That could, he could sort of fall off a little bit, take him a couple of years to get back there. I mean, but that's risk with a young player. That's all. But I mean, I think it's a good deal.
Yeah.
What do you think of the first line, though? Kaprizov, Rossi, Zuccarello. A little small, no?
A little small, but pretty skilled.
Good.
Zuccarello's still got a lot.
Skilled and fast.
Small but speed. Zuccarello, I feel like he's been in the league forever. How old is he?
Getting there.
36. He's 36 years old.
Like his number.
He's going to be the next Joe Pavelski when it comes to like aging well. He still doesn't feel like he's fallen off that much. Matt Boldy should eventually take that one RW spot, and Ryan Hartman too. They got a lot of talent down in the right wing position.
They do, and I like their second guy, center-wise, Eriksson Ek.
Yeah, he's underrated.
Very good.
I've always been of the opinion that Eriksson Ek's one of the most underrated centers in this league. He's so underrated.
Great 200-foot game. Like he's got a really good 200.
He's got literal balls of steel. He took 3
and literally
shots right to that area and survived.
Yeah. I'll never forget that.
My balls hurt just thinking about it.
I'll never forget that game. My God, I don't know how he got up and skated off the ice. Oh my God!
They had to hoist him up and over the boards.
And he apparently can't have kids anymore.
Balls of steel to a whole different level.
Yeah, but now he paid the price because he can't have kids.
I'll tell you one guy I think they got to try to find a way to get out of is the Marcus Johansson contract. That's probably their biggest hole is the second line left wing spot. He had a 30-point year last year. I think he's 30 years old. I think maybe he'd be 33. Better off. He's 33, even worse.
He's 33.
Well, you got to figure this team's got some.
What do you mean? Why would they try? No, Marcus Johansson is 33.
You're right.
And he's only making $2 million as the third line left wing.
Well,
that's not bad.
Points.
Yeah, for a third line.
I feel like he should not be your second line left winger.
No, he shouldn't be. But I feel like he's not going to be.
If they had all the spots filled, they would not be a bottom team, right? So,
and Marcus Johansson is a natural center, so I mean there's
no spot unless you're going to put him in the third three seasons.
That's the hole they got to fill, obviously.
Yeah, but
you need to find a better 2 left wing. Is my point. Number 2 LW.
Yeah,
I think that's Matt Boldy. Matt Boldy is a natural left wing.
Is he left or right?
He's left.
Right.
He plays both.
I know he plays both, but I mean, I don't know what his. I had him. I think the last 2 seasons.
I foresee. Yeah, I think that the daily face-off is kind of like they're just giving you projections, but I don't think Johansson's not going to be the second line left wing. No way.
Right. No, I agree with you.
Boldy.
These are definitely not written in stone by any means.
Yeah, and I think Marcus Foligno is going to be your third line left wing, and Marcus Johansson will be your third line center. That's what I think, but.
Then who runs you at 2 RW? Ryan Hartman?
Yeah.
I mean, Hartman's a good right wing, so it does make sense when you break it down that way.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Why wouldn't it be that way? I'm confused.
Defense.
There's some holes.
Yeah.
That's not a good decor. At least not right now. Until Z Boyum gets here, at least.
No, Jared Spurgeon.
Why they went for Z Boyum? Right, obviously they need a player like that.
It's older too. I just don't think Jared Spurgeon is not aging well.
I don't like
Brodin is mid. I mean, Jacob Middleton's okay. Zach Bogosian is John Merrill. I just Brock Faber's the only standout.
Decor. I agree.
That's not a good decor at all.
I feel bad for the goaltending situation too because they have Gustafsson and they have Fleury. I mean, Fleury's still playing wonderfully.
He's retiring after this year.
I know that's what he said. Yeah, I know that's what he said. And they have Gustafsson.
That's not bad. The goalies aren't that bad.
No, I just feel bad for them because like that, it's just the way it is. They're going to be
to have that decor in front of you is pretty sad.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I think they'll be okay. I actually have them in 5th.
Yikes.
This year.
I got them 6th.
I got them 7th.
Yeah, I have them. I think I have them in 5th.
I have them in 7th, but I have them with 84 points. Oddly, I don't know if my points are really accurate, but
I have them between 87 and 92.
I have them at about 81 points. I don't think they're going to be that great. I think they're a 500 team.
Matt, where you got them?
They're just deep. That's my only thing on offense.
Range.
85. What and where? What
scares me? I think they'll be able to score goals, but defensively,
they're going to give up.
Cost them a lot of games.
So what position? 7th, 6th, 5th? What?
I got them 5th, but again, I think them and Utah could flip flop.
That's what
easily. I think it could very well happen.
Me and Papa Matt are on the same wavelength tonight, boys. Look out!
All right, let's move up to the next team.
St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis Blues.
Let me
get the next team.
Oh boy.
Hang on.
You got a decent amount of cap space right now.
So, not a bad. I mean, I like Robert Thomas and Jordan.
I like him like you guys like Eric Sinek. I think he's one of the most underrated centers in the league. That kid is a future 1C, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he's just hitting his prime or just in his prime now?
But when I look at this Blues team, that is a team that is aging and not in a good way. Braden Shen's falling off. Brandon Saad's falling off. They got good centers, but those outside of Kyrou, and that's really all I like there.
And who they bring in? They brought in Fox, Texier, Kapanen.
Yeah, Texier and a trade.
I like Pavel Buchnevich there for them. I like.
He's a stud. I like him.
Yeah, I like Alexander Texier. That's a good one. They got
Buchnevich a winger. I thought he was
still decent.
He is, but they got Robert Thomas, Jordan Kyrou at center.
Braden Shen should be playing the 2C. He's a natural center.
He is, but I think they might lower him down to get some depth.
He's starting to fall off. He had a bad year last year.
I would put him at 3C and give Robert Thomas and Jordan Kyrou their opportunities.
Are you going to put the captain at 3C though? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
I not
look at Jordan Stahl? Jordan Stahl. Who's
the captain there now?
Braden Shen. He's the captain right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. Jordan Stahl. Perfect example. He's the captain.
Yeah, but Jordan Stahl's a lot older too, so it's kind of easier.
By 4 years, but I mean,
it's a difference. It's a difference.
It all depends. Depends on who's the leader. A leader can be on any line. I mean, it's not historically done, but I mean, it is done.
No, I mean, it's fair, but I would prefer to probably put Braden Shen still on my second line, even if he is falling off. You need him to get going if you think this.
Oh, they also have Jake Neighbors too. They have good players, man. It's just I don't think they're there.
No, I don't.
No,
either.
They're not.
This is a team I think that's going to go in sell mode this year. I think they're going to be one of the biggest sellers in the deadline. They're going to be this year's Calgary.
Especially with the uncertainty surrounding Torrey Krug, that defense is going to really.
He probably won't even play this year.
No, the defense. That's what I mean. The defense taking a hit. Yeah, they have Justin Falk. He's old though. He's getting older.
Big Letty's getting old.
Suter's ancient.
The
other problem is
Falk is old.
5 out of those 6 defensemen have no move clauses.
Oh,
yeah.
Ryan Peters
horribly right now. And just to throw this out there, Flyers dodged a bullet with Torrey Krug not waiving his no movement clause. Oh my God, that would be 3 guys on LTIR.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have been able to predict that.
Went in the shitter.
Oh, thank God he didn't waive. Thank God.
Yeah, I don't know. I look at St. Louis and I see St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah, because they blew it. They oh man, I don't have faith.
An old team.
Yeah, but I don't think they're good. Outside of like their top 2 lines, I think they're struggling hard.
Who's in that? Binnington.
I do. Like I think Binnington is terrible.
Yeah, I don't like Binnington.
He had his one Cinderella story in 2019, and he's been
it wasn't even because of him
declining since.
He let up so many goals, dude. It's like with me with Sergei Bobrovsky. You had just a stellar team in front of you. Like, it's not hard to just.
Nah, Bob's better than Binnington.
But that you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm not comparing the two. I'm saying like it's not hard for a goalie to save shots that they can easily see because of the team plays in front of you. Like, I guarantee you, if you put Jeremy Swayman and Carey Price on a team that has no defense, they're not going to be as good. Like, but they are byproducts of one another. Like, you know what I mean?
Saying. You're comparing that to the 2019 Blues, who had an elite defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see.
It's not to discredit any goaltenders. There are good goaltenders, but like the net's big. Like, you know what I mean?
That's why I point out
the net is humongous big. You can't cover it all.
He's like bad in the forest. But that's why I always point out. I think it's a lot more important to have an elite blue line than an elite goaltender. I'd much rather have a very good defense and a very good goaltender if I have to pick one of the two.
I'd pick both.
I mean, obviously, you'd rather have both, but if you have to pick,
I'll have a mid offense, an elite goaltender, and elite defense. I'll take that.
Like, take a look at the Vegas from 2023. Are we going to say Aiden Hill is an elite goalie? No. They had an elite defense.
But they had an elite defense and an elite offense. So,
exactly.
And Mark Stone, and it's because Mark Stone had a kidney injury every 5 months. So I don't know.
I had to pass a kidney stone. Actually, I should.
My bad.
Those are a bitch.
Get it? Yes. I had to pass a kidney stone.
That.
There it is. There's the joke. I have the
prediction for them.
Oh, they're in 7th.
Yep.
I have them 7th place.
7th at 74 points. They're going to be bad.
Yep.
They're going to be sellers at the deadline.
Yeah, I tend to agree, but I had them in 6th with 88 points, and I think I'm wrong.
Yeah, they need draft help bad. And
Rick said, "Could I change my pick with this team?"
Well, I'm going with what I did in my video. That's fine.
Yeah, but who the hell are they going to get rid of? I mean, all their guys are aging. I mean, Christ, this team is the retirement home next to Pittsburgh.
I mean, you could maybe try to move Braden Shen, but I don't know how that works in your locker room. Brandon Saad, maybe he's got some value. I mean, Thomas and Buchnevich are the forwards you're going to build around for the long term, but they don't. I mean, I look at that cap.
I start building around them now for the long term.
Fosca, you can move him. He's an expiring deal.
And like Matt said, half their defense has no trade clauses unless, they waive them.
Yeah, they get a lot of no trade clauses. It's not just their defense; they get a few forwards with it too.
No, but you're not gonna move Braden Shen. You're not gonna move Pavel Buchnevich.
No, it's
Brandon Saad has a no trade clause. Brandon Saad has a no trade clause.
Oh my God! That's
I just don't know where these guys I know they for a long time there were rumors around trading Jake Neighbors. I think this past trade deadline, and I'm just I don't know if I would have done that. You need youth. Ew, that team.
All right, let's move on to the next team on the list. Predators.
I want to talk about the exact opposite of the Blues. They improved big time.
That team looks so good. Oh, it's so weird seeing Stammer in a Preds jersey, though.
It's going to be weird.
Oh, my God. Yellow's his color. He looks freaking phenomenal.
That's going to be as weird as the first time you saw Erik Karlsson in a Sharks jersey. Or, better yet, Patrick Marleau in a Pens jersey. That was painful. That was very painful.
That was just ugly to me. I don't know why.
Some of the weird ones you look at. I was like, or even from my experience, Claude Giroux in a Panthers jersey. That was painful to me. Hated it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it was just weird. No, Nashville went out and crushed it, bro. They easy A-.
Barry Trotz said he was going to weaponize his dad's face, but I mean, boy, didn't. That top six is nice. Boy.
Barry Trotz went.
That top six is super duper nice.
Super old though.
Oh,
sorry,
sure.
Team. Yeah,
it is old. Well, it is old, but all those guys still have a lot left in the tank. They can all still play.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Steven Stamkos has a lot left in the tank. I think he has some left in the tank. You got to think there's a lot of miles on him.
No, there are, but I mean, as a second line wing, he's fine. Like he's more than adequate.
I wouldn't expect. I mean, I'd expect some injuries out of him. I'd expect that they manage his time well. I'm just very. I don't think he's got as much as the others. Like I know Marchessault definitely has plenty.
Yeah.
O'Reilly likely has some.
Nyquist not young, if I'm correct.
Nyquist is not young, but he hasn't really played much playoff hockey. Like it's just in terms of games and mileage.
Forsberg's still very, very good.
He's 29. Yeah, he's fine. The team is good. I'm not going to lie that the team got a lot deeper with those acquisitions because now
and even Colton Sissons and Luke Evangelista on the third line's nice depth. Really nice.
Yeah, they got plenty of depth in that bottom six for sure. Like, I think Jonathan Marchessault too. With all the you got him with cup experience. Stammer has cup experience. They had a lot of veteran leadership. Ryan O'Reilly is cup experience. This is a team that knows what it takes to win.
And it's all that cup experience comes within the last 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
All of that.
They got rings. It's more than just cup experience. They got rings.
Yeah. So I mean, they still need to sign Philip Tomasino and Uso Parsonen, but I think they'll be fine. They'll get them.
Brady Shea and Roman Josi on the first pairing is scary.
Oh, disgusting! Disgusting.
That is
disgusting.
Scary.
Oh, so gross.
Luke Schen's gonna kill someone as usual. That dude's one of the hardest hitters in the league. I've always liked him.
Yeah, depth guy though. You got to think.
I know. I'm just saying. I've always liked Luke Schenn because of how physical he plays.
Even that second pair, Lauzon and Alex Carrier, is not bad.
I'm so upset the Bruins got rid of Jeremy Lauzon. I thought he was a phenomenal player, but he was just around at the wrong time. You know what I mean?
Man, you'll get over it. Your team spits out defensemen like they're fucking pennies.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. But we also keep very good ones. It's nuts.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Oh, I know we will. I've seen our decor this year.
How about the goalies?
You see Saros your extension
in the league.
Yeah,
and it's funny too. We had all this talk that we thought he was going to end up getting moved.
Yeah,
ended up getting an 8-year deal.
I've said many times to people who are saying like, "Oh, they're going to move Josi Saros. They're going to move him." Like, no, they're not. They don't have anybody after him. They don't.
Right. Which now New Jersey, what do they do with Askarov?
When New Jersey locked up Markstrom, that was it. Felt like.
Yeah.
He'll be up. I mean, to be honest with you, it's after this year, it might get a little harder, I guess. Like, they're going all in on the cup. Like, you know what I mean? That's what they got to figure.
No problem with that. I respect it.
They have a lot of retained money. Like right this year, they have 11.8 that they have retained. Next year it goes down to 8.8. So, and then the year after that goes down to 3.5. So, I mean, like they do need to get it. That was the reasoning for all those short deals. It's because they want them all to end when they have the maximum salary cap available.
Right.
So it credit to Barry Trotz. The guy is a genius. He figured it out. Go Barry.
Go Barry. All right. So where are you guys having finishing?
Second.
Yeah, second.
Oh, we all agree then. Second.
That was easy.
Yeah. How many points?
106 points. Second place in the division.
109 points for me.
I can't say. I have them probably between 109 and 112.
And Matt?
105. I'm just spitballing a number. I don't really do points thing.
All right. Well, it's funny. We all agreed on that one. Okay. Next up, I believe, is going to be Colorado. Am I correct?
Is Colorado.
This team's going to be interesting for sure because they have some massive cap issues right now.
What'd you say, Alex? Can you repeat that?
They have some massive cap issues right now.
They
only have 19 players on their roster.
Yep.
And they have
a lot of IR availability, though.
So
they have a lot of IR availability. But Larry Nichushkin is able, they're gonna wait. They will wait, and they'll have about 30
in rehab.
Yeah,
but they can put him on IR.
Gabriel Landeskog, he'll probably go on LTIR when the season starts again.
So they'll end up with 13 million, I think, and that'll be enough to get Zach Parise and Andrew Cogliano signed on for one more year, and just kind of fill out the roster. But yeah, I think they've lost.
Sign them right at day one of the season. Then no,
did Cogliano retire? Am I wrong about that?
Maybe he did.
Cogliano retired. Yeah, I think
he did. Sorry, he did. I think Parise is opting in for one more year. That's my mistake. Yeah, they're having some cash. Cash. Well, they are having some cash issues. I mean, it's not great. I'm not gonna lie to it.
Yeah,
they're not great.
I'm not. They think right now they only have 11 players signed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 12 signed, but 2 are going on IR. So realistically, they have 10 players signed at the moment. If you don't count the 2 IR guys.
Yeah, that could be a problem for them. How much money do they have?
$4.7 million. That's an issue.
They got $4.7 million to sign. How many guys? Come on.
And they have, if you don't count the roster guys, they only have 17 guys on that roster. I think if my math is correct.
What? Hold on, Ali. Are you counting the 2
goaltenders?
No,
I'm sorry. That is counting. They have 19. Not counting.
They have 19 on the They have 19 on the roster, excluding the 2 guys on IR.
Yes, I wasn't sure if the IR guys.
They need to sign 2 players.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
They need to sign 3. Well, realistically, they need to sign 3 players. But go get someone on the cheap. Go get Philip Zadina.
You and your Philip Zadina.
I am obsessed with that guy, dude. I would give him a chance. I would explore
options. Reach around is what you'd give him.
I think he'd do more than that. I think he might do more than that, but
Kid has untapped potential. What do you want me to say? I don't know what you want to tell you.
You like him more than I like Claude Giroux.
No, I wouldn't say that. Claude Giroux's penis is literally in your mouth 24/7, buddy. Lives rent free under your insides,
that man
buddy.
Deserves a cup.
Your cup, maybe.
For you to cup
everyone's cup.
Are you gonna cup him? What are we talking about here, Alex?
Okay, we sidetracked there.
Hockey talk, buddy, not your weird fetishes with Claude Giroux.
All fact talk. All right,
Zadina is kind of getting up there too, buddy.
Well, did we do defense? Not bad. They got this kid in the car. He's okay.
Yeah, that guy's all right.
I think it's still rock solid on defense.
Yeah, I mean Samuel Girard, Devin Tays. By the way, I'm not a big fan of that Devin Tays contract. I'm not.
Yeah, that's not aging as well as I thought it was originally.
I'm just not a big fan of Devin Tays. I would have kept Byram.
He's making 7.25 until 2031, and he's 30 years old. That's one of those contracts that's not going to age well.
No, I think they're still stupid deep on defense. I mean, they got Cal McCarr, Devin Tays. That's your first pairing, and then you got Josh Manson and Samuel Girard as their second pair, and then you got Eric Brandstrom and
Calvin Hahn brought those guys in this year, I believe.
Eric Brandstrom is a great pickup. I
find it crazy. Calvin DeHaan's only 33. I feel like he's been in the league forever.
Yeah, no, I think it's I think their defense is going to really be stupid stellar, and they still have Nathan McKinnon, who did end up winning the Hart Trophy. Thank you. You're welcome. Called that.
They got Lehkonen.
Yeah, the top 6 is still very, very good.
It's their depth. Their depth is going to suffer.
But,
Yeah. Miles Wood, I don't see him as a third pairing left winger. I don't know if that's legit. I mean, accurate or not. He's a bottom 6 guy. He's played better from what I've heard since he's gone to Colorado. But when I witnessed him in New Jersey, he was a punching bag.
So, well, right now they need a right winger.
Am I correct? Miles Wood, he's a hard player. Miles Wood.
Hard. Oh, he does. He's a great bottom 6 guy, but
he's joking over your head.
Good hockey player.
Miles Wood. He's a hard player.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I mean,
at least come on.
I think their team's good. It's lost a lot of potency.
Yeah,
for sure. And I think they need a right winger. They do. They need a right winger, and they need maybe one additional depth guy that's going to be cheap. Defense, I don't think they need to make any additions because I think they have it.
Probably fine. Goalies, we didn't look down.
Gorgiev and
Noonan.
Yeah,
Gorgiev is okay,
but I tell you what, he's the law. Noonan, he's the law and order goalie. Name is Justice.
Good for him. No, I have them fourth. I have them dropping to fourth.
I have them. Where do I have them? I have them in third.
I was weighing between third and fourth. I don't know, but I'm going to say third. I'll say third for now.
101 points for me with them.
I'll put them at 102. I think they're going to get 102 points, right? But it's not going to be pretty, and I could see them being a first-round knockout this season.
It's like the Price is Right. He outbid me by one.
Yep. What was the last bid, Jim? 101? 102.
That's right. All right, Matt, what did you say?
Third.
God. No, I have them all the way at fourth, man. I'm sorry. I can't agree with third.
I hope you're right because we had their first-round pick. I hope they honestly miss
it depends on what Winnipeg can get when they trade Rector McGroarty, but as of right now, I don't think Winnipeg's a better team than the Colorado Avalanche.
I don't think Winnipeg's even going to make
I do. In terms of depth and goaltending, yeah, I think they're better.
Well,
speaking of Winnipeg. Speaking of Winnipeg.
Let's go to
Connor Hellebuck's still one of the best goalies in the league.
Where did Jets?
Yeah, and they still have
Where did Jets?
They still have Mark Scheifele,
right.
Connor. They still have Mark Scheifele, Connor Kyle.
Good. So I added direct traffic.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, sweetheart.
Thank you.
No, they have Mark Scheifele, Kyle Connor, Nikolai Ehlers, Nino Niederreiter, Alex Iafallo, Gabriel Velarde. They have a really good. They have a much deeper team than.
They didn't really do too much this offseason, though. I don't
think they didn't
bring anybody in to the from here. They didn't bring anybody into the forward line.
No, I don't think so. But
brought in
Owen Miller is.
They need to sign. They need to sign Cole Perfetti, but that's about it. But I genuinely think they're a deeper team than Colorado. I do. Maybe they can get slightly better on defense with the trade of.
Question. Connor Hellebuck sucked in the playoffs. Does that affect him?
Yeah, I mean, he had a horrific playoffs. Do I think he's going to be that bad this season? No, but I definitely could see that be a trickle effect. Like, I don't think they're going to be as good as they were. A lot of people had them missing the playoffs last year because of all the chaos they had. They were a pretty big surprise team.
Yeah,
I could see Winnipeg taking a step back to reality. You're seeing the Ryder McGorry crap that is showing that all the locker room issues have obviously been solved there. So I see them having a little bit of a fall from grace this year. I do.
The McGroarty thing isn't a locker room thing. It's a front office issue.
Well, that's my point. My point really being is maybe not locker room is the right word, but it's just there's issues still in Winnipeg. Whether it's the front office, whether it's the locker room, just as a whole, Winnipeg just seems like they have a hard time making guys happy. And I think a lot of it has to just do with the city in general. But
yeah, they have a hard time maintaining. They also have a hard time maintaining. I think they drop back a little bit too. I have them in fourth.
I have them in third. I think with Valeri Nichushkin out on IR in the player assistance program, and the severity of which now, if he violates the program again, he's suspended indefinitely. He needs to apply to become eligible again to play in the NHL if he breaks the protocol again. I don't think Colorado has enough offensive. Are you just going to lean on McKinnon the entire time? They have Casey Millsap, but they're not going to play on the same line.
And stuff Ranton in there,
yeah.
I think Colorado's star power still it's better than Winnipeg's. I think that gives them a slight edge. Not having Nichushkin is going to hurt.
But they got Drouin.
There's other internal issues going on with Winnipeg. I don't think they're gonna pass Colorado.
I don't either. I don't.
So I'm at fourth, 98 points.
I think
I have them
at the same value as this year. Nope, sorry, third at 107 maximum.
I have them fifth. I have them fifth at like 87 points. I think they're going to take a significant drop off. I don't think this team's going to be as good as they were last year. I really don't.
Matt, where you can see them?
Especially if Hellman can't stay healthy.
I got him fourth.
Fourth. Points?
No, I don't do points.
You don't do points. That was his point.
What's the point?
There we go.
All right.
Well, last but not least, and I think that leaves Dallas. By the way, I think we covered everything. So Dallas is first in the division. I think we agree on that.
Yeah.
Can we also say they have the best goal song in the league? Because they do. What their goal song? I just want to mention that. I love the Dallas Stars goal song. It's awesome.
Awesome. Maverick Bork and Colin Blackwell up front.
Still a very good top six. Wyatt Johnson is incredible.
Oh, he's a stud. Holy crap. What a pickup.
And got Jason Robertson.
He's so gorgeous.
Stankoven's going to be battling for the Calder with, Mitchkoff, Smith, and Hudson and Celebrini. It's going to be an awesome Calder battle this year, and he's one of the guys to watch.
Who?
Logan Stankoven.
Oh, okay. Stankoven. I mean, it's just their top six is really good. It got Robertson.
Robertson's a superstar.
Hines, Sagan, Ben, Johnson, Stankoven. That's a good top six.
Top six.
That's a good top six.
There's not a weakness in that top six.
No.
So and then your bottom six.
Matt Duchene is your third line right winger. Let that sink in. I know he's not what he used to be, but still.
No, his two-way game, though, is still really good.
Exactly.
His two-way game is still really good.
Such a deep team. There was a reason why I picked them to win the Cup last year. Obviously, it didn't happen because, Edmonton, them with high-end talent.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Defense. How are we on defense? Harley and Heiskanen. Lindell, Lyubushkin.
Matt Dumba was
Harry would play. Peter DeBoer came to show.
So they brought in three guys, Lyubushkin, Smith, and Dumba. Hang on.
And Heiskanen's one of the top five defensemen in the league.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Lyubushkin or Dumba.
I don't like Dumba.
I do.
Yeah,
I
the right
like their
side behind Heiskanen is kind of iffy. I will agree with that. They lost Tanev, so that's a significant loss. He's out in Toronto now.
I think Lyubushkin is a reasonable substitute for Tanev because I don't think Tanev was a guy that moved the needle for them.
I feel like they're playing him as a second pairing D-man though. I don't know if I agree.
I feel like it's been Asa Lindell and Miro Heiskanen that have been those difference makers, and I think Matt Dumba brings a little bit of offense to the team that they need. And I think that guy Thomas Harley is just also awesome. Yeah, maybe they might need a little bit of help on defense, but Nils Lundqvist is also really good. It's hard to find a spot on that team where you kind of look at it and be like, they definitely need to improve here.
No, it's a well-balanced team. And then you go to the goalies, Ottinger. And, Casey Smith, he's an adequate backup.
He's all right, but obviously Jake Ottinger's one of the best goalies in the league.
Yep.
I think I have, honestly, Ottinger as second or third best goalie in the league.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's top five for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So, this is a team that's I have them finishing first, as we probably all do. And none of that, I think first in the league as far as in points.
Ooh, President's Trophy winner.
Yep, I have them for the President's Trophy winner.
I could see that. I don't think that's a bad pick at all. I do have them first in the division. I think I have it like 110, 111 points. I don't know if they'll be President's Trophy winner, but they'll be right there. They'll be battling for it.
I don't know if I have them as the President's Trophy winner. I can't see it. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be between them, Florida. Yeah, I think it might be between those two. I don't know. I still think Florida retained enough to be very high in the league, but I think the miles on them, I don't see them going far in the playoffs next year.
We're not doing the Atlantic, so
that's fine. I can still bring up the point that, like,
you can't.
Based on this conversation.
No, we're talking.
We're about to fight.
We're taking 2 points off for that.
Good. 2 points from
fight early.
What's that?
Yeah. Sin didn't fight early? Question mark.
Maybe.
Yeah. No, I think they're first in the division. I don't know if the President's Trophy winners though. I don't know that.
Well, that's how I have it. You're allowed your opinion. I'm allowed mine.
Not in this show.
Not in this show. I'm a boomer. I'm not allowed.
That's right.
Boomers aren't allowed.
Get your dated mentality out of here, Rick. We can't have none of this.
Yeah, that's it. I'm old. Throw me to the side.
No,
all right. So we all agree on that. So that's it. We wrapped up the Central Division.
Next week is 2 weeks from now is what? The Metro?
Yeah, we're doing the Metro next, and I believe we will have a special guest in Jamie Pascal joining us, Flyers beat writer. You guys have seen him before, so we're going to have him. And then the 2 weeks after that, we're doing the Atlantic Division, and we are going to have special guests there too in Mike Sullivan of the Something Brewing podcast. So, yeah, next 2 weeks, we're going to have special guests.
Woo!
Woohoo!
And ladies and gentlemen, just before we close this out, I do want to give a special thank you to Aaron, our boy from Medford, who always supports us. I'm doing really bad at English today. He always supports us here on Pucking Around Podcast. He's the owner of 4 Pizza in Medford, some of the best pizza that you'll ever have in Massachusetts. If you guys are local and you guys listen, go give Aaron some support at his shop, as he supports us, and tell him that the boys at Pucking Around Podcast sent you. He's an awesome guy. The food's amazing. Alex will tell you.
Get the honey roni pizza, delicious.
Yep, he'll say the honey roni, and I'm saying the Mac Attack because I'm a Big Mac lover, and they have a Big Mac pizza. So
we're gonna have to get him to make a Pucking Around pizza.
Absolutely. Ooh, get a pizza in the shape of a puck.
Pizzas. Just to let you know, pizzas are in shape of a puck.
Yeah, there you go. But he wants a deep dish pizza. He wants it fully cylindrical. No, but in all seriousness, Aaron, thank you so much for your constant support.
Appreciate it, Aaron. You're the best, my guy.
And definitely giving us the gift cards out of the kindness of your heart for giveaways. We know our fans appreciate it, and we appreciate you.
All right. So with that, we're going to wrap up here. And just to remind you, we will be back in 2 weeks. It is the summer schedule. And until then, I want to thank everybody for watching. Appreciate it. You can leave a comment in the comment section. If you have anything to say about what we said, if you have any ideas for us for future shows, do that in the comment section. You can send us an email, and that's emails in the description. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the 2 weeks. Enjoy the summer, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. That's it. I'm going to stop talking now. Thanks for being here. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out. And we'll see you shortly. Ciao, everybody. I'm not really ready for it, though. But ciao, everybody. Hang on. I screwed up.